Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Sparkles. Oh, so
I can feel
what
your
is
energy here.
sparkling up in your world?
I love your sunny background, Gwendolyn. Your background with the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful stairway to heaven into the lake. I love it.
Yeah.
I always manifest,
Beautiful.
imagine being living on the lake, and then now I'm doing a sparkle show with you, and you live on a lake. So I love those manifestations, even if it's not happening right to me right now. If it's happening around me, I love it because it's just still showing that it's
It's
possible.
coming in. It's coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the beautiful things and all the not so beautiful things and all of them being love. That's what's so amazing.
There's
You
so
know?
much in the unseen that we don't like. There's so much beauty in front of us, but there's always so much beauty in the unseen, like in our imagination or in the golden particles of life, right? Just around us, the
Mhm.
field, the awareness.
Yeah. And that's the thing is what we're seeing physically manifest is like 0.01% of all that is because everything's here now or it doesn't exist at all. So everything's here now. But what are we allowing, expecting, believing into our physical reality? And I was listening to something last night as I was walking, and they said the reason your inner being is so great at guiding you is because, well, so everything's manifest, but we can only see what we believe and perceive, what we believe and expect. But the inner being sees all of our wishes and dreams as a reality. And they said there, it was the council actually from 2019, and they said we're not going to go into it because it would go might get a little too complicated, but they said what you actually physically see is a delayed response to actually what is already physical. But your inner being sees all that. And then that's how they guide you. But how easy do you make the path of least resistance available to that guidance to guide you to your lakefront property, to all of this things that have been placed in your heart for you to live now, that's
It's like
here now.
it's like you remembering, your why you're
Yes,
here. Even it's your purpose that you have it. If I have a desire for it, it's there for me.
it's been
For
placed
me,
in your heart. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
And so
two ends
how
of the
wide
same
is that
string.
pathway? Yeah, how wide is that pathway? Is it a narrow, tight, crooked road that your inner being has to like, oh my God, we're gonna guide her to this, but it's gonna be a whole bunch of steps? Or have you just allowed yourself to be this wide open flow that
Mm.
you can go, you can just have this incredible journey to?
And then I'm
Yeah.
dancing on my way there. Yay! Here she goes. I'm dancing down my path. Ooh,
She's
so
dancing down the water slide.
And this is it. So you're grateful, right? You're just in that receptive mode of everything's working out for me. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this beautiful flower. I get to walk my dog. The day is beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's raining. I love rain. I love being able to hear it on the roof, whatever it is, it's that attitude of gratitude that
and just feeling that you're always living every day like it's a vacation. That it's not like every day, every moment is my moment. It's the fun I get to enjoy. I get to choose. I get to choose.
it's that choosing, right? It's
Yeah.
the ability to choose. of, okay, maybe this is going on, but I'm going to choose to contemplate what I'm grateful for, what all the things I love. Like I love those lists that Abraham Hicks have you make about, make a list of all the things you love, so that when you're in a moment of I'm something's, like not looking not looking what I think it needs to look like, and then you can go into that list of everything you love or everything you're grateful for, and all of a sudden you can just feel your energy rise and become
tuning in,
bigger. Yeah.
and tuning into the
bigger,
frequency and
tuning
vibration
into
of
the frequency of everything you love and what you want
Mhm.
and what's here now for you, instead
Yeah.
of being so focused on something that you're like, I really don't prefer that. I want to, and that just tunes you right into what you do want, what you love,
And
what
the
you're grateful
universe
for.
of difference of the sensation of it, are you going to have your feeling stomach's churning and your muscles are hurting and you're getting a headache, or are you going to just like fall into this like feather bed of love and let the universe catch you? And it's the same topic. You can make it like dreaded, how am I ever going to get that done? Or it can be, no, I have all the support, look at how fun this is going to be, let's just see how this works out.
Exactly. Allowing that subtle energy of love to guide the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
getting into the frequency of that to make the pathway so much easier, to know, to be clear for that guidance, going, oh my gosh, I got to go this, I got to take this way, because you're open to receiving, you're in the frequency of that guidance. And so the messages are coming in clear of which way, what do it. And I love to sit and say, I need do nothing.
Yeah.
I am always perfectly guided in everything, because I have everything I need and more. So I'm perfectly guided. And I love just sitting there and watching, because a lot of times I'm just guided to do nothing. And then all of a sudden, like this wave comes in, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go outside and get the mail or something like that. And then boom, somebody walks by and they're like, hey, da 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 da. And you start talking to a neighbor. And then just like this morning, I started talking to her and I'm like, hey, I'm getting my pool redone. And she goes, oh my gosh, I have the best pool company ever. Why don't you call them? I was just guided to go down that way. But it wasn't, it's just allowing, how big can your pathway be? How easy can you make it? And that's one of the ways is talking about what you love, appreciating, and being with my dog, it's just so easy,
How
because I
fun,
just,
just how fun it can be. Just be in
yes,
your
I
joy.
just,
Just what lights you up, follow that. What lights you up, follow that. How easy does it sound? How easy does it sound just to, that
Or
this
if
has
there's
been the path all along, that just choosing what delights you, right?
Or even if there's something that has to be done. An example right now is, you guys, somebody stole our Star of Bethlehem at my church, right? So I'm making this new Star of Bethlehem. And if I showed you the original that I'm recreating, it's off a disco ball and it's magnificent and it has these huge, beautiful spikes off of it. And it's like unbelievably gorgeous. And I'm really intimidated. And I've been asking for the guy that made the first one to show me like how he's been doing it. I'm bringing it up here to show you because it really is magnificent. And I've been like a bit freaking out. Come on, can you see this? Let's see, the stars kind of
Yeah,
in
I
the
can see
middle of
it.
the light.
Yeah.
So that's quite an accomplishment to make something like that. Anyway,
yeah,
but like I woke up with my tummy in a knot, and it's like no, this is going to be fun. This is good. So maybe someone's going to pop up into your mind and help you. Maybe it's going to be, because then I'm like, oh my God, I got to spray paint them, but how do I get them dry? And is the wind going to blow? And, like all these things. And it's a coat of silver and a coat of silver glitter, like all these things.
Just
Yeah, and
everyone.
just utilizing those principles of like, oh,
Yeah.
what do I love?
Yeah.
I love creating. I love that star because it was so creative. I love the glitter. I love like all of the things. And then
Mhm.
see, it may be similar, or it may be a whole new creation that wants to come through. But
Yeah.
you're just allowing that with your love of creating this, of taking
Yeah.
on this
And
task of saying,
know
I would love to.
and knowing that nothing ever goes wrong, so it's all
Mhm.
perfectly divinely guided, so whoever took it, there's a reason for that, and there's a reason for
There you
this,
go.
like,
Thank
there's
you.
always
Yeah.
something more better coming, like,
It
there's
actually looks
always
like
this
it's in
high.
Asheville, you guys. And actually, the person I think moved it to Asheville, North Carolina.
Maybe I
But
have to go back
yes,
and get
yeah.
it.
But yes, thank you. And that it's also like this. Yes, everything you said is really helpful to me. Thank you. Oh,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
the star is so important to me, because to me the Christmas is about the love. It's about the unity. It's about
Mhm.
humans loving each other, and that's what the star symbolizes. And the whole audience is going to light it up with their cell phone flashlights. So they're the finale of the piece, is lighting up that disco ball, Star of Bethlehem.
Mm. When you
Oh,
say
this is
disco
so
ball
beautiful.
when you say disco ball, I've heard it before about how we're all parts of this disco ball shining.
Uh-huh.
We're
That's
all part of the
good.
disco ball, the shining. So
Uh-huh.
it doesn't mean
Yeah.
a little star like the star that's there, it just means to share that the stars everywhere, right?
Wow.
In the room and
I love the opportunity that's come forward for you, Gwendolyn,
mhm.
because you loved that disco ball so much. And now you get to be part of
Yeah.
the of the expansion of that,
Yeah, because
whatever that
last
looks
year
like.
I
Like, what does that look like? Does it look like that disco ball coming back? That star that you put out the energy of, there's only love, and we love that star so much. And it all of a sudden the person comes forward and he's like, you know what? I don't even know what I was thinking. Or does it look like a new creation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Because
a
last year
creation.
I just wished it.
Allowing
Yeah.
Yeah.
all possibilities
Last year
by
I
just,
wished it and it was there. I walked in and there it was hanging.
yeah.
The priest's husband and his son had just made it.
Maybe they're making another one.
But They
Maybe
moved they moved to Pennsylvania.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe
See,
it's
I love that. So you had the love of that star
Yes.
before, and
Yes.
you've been cultivating this vibration of love and joy and just staying open to receiving. And then you walked in last Christmas and this beautiful Star of Bethlehem was there. And now it's even expanding more because now you're in the creation part of it,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
bringing this new thing in. And I'll tell you, so I have a funny story about how this just keeps expanding, right? Like this, the circle of time, it's a spiral. It just keeps coming back and expanding more and more. And can you be a bigger vessel of love to hold the expansion of it, right? Of your love for the Star of Bethlehem. Mine is with trash cans, and it all started. I had some walking the dogs. I had some stinky poo in hanging off my little fanny pack, and I go across the park, and I was just, they got their little fuzzy butts. I'm in joy. And I see this trash can about 25 yards in front of me, and I just start singing to it. I'm like, you're the perfect trash can, perfectly. And then perfectly placed and all that. I just started singing to it. I dropped the trash in, the poop into the trash can, and literally the park like lit up like it was Walt Disney. It was the coolest thing. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. And then I started having all of these scenes with these beautiful trash cans. Well, this year, my sister, for my birthday, and she doesn't know any of this about the trash cans. She got me one of the coolest ever trash cans from Japan, where you just walk towards it and it opens, and then it has trash bags inside of it. And so, and you push a button and it seals the trash bag. You take it out and then it blows another one into it. I mean, literally, people come over to my house and I'm like, come see my trash can. See how that expanded just from my love of a trash can in the park. And then I just started loving trash cans of how perfectly placed they are everywhere to contain our trash. And then I get this
and didn't you choose it?
Japanese trash can.
And didn't you also choose it, like choose a box and you didn't know what was inside?
Yeah.
And out of 5 boxes, you chose that one?
Yeah. She played a game with all these things that she had gotten on this auction site. And I knew that was the box to choose. And I chose it. And I'm just like, I never knew I wanted this really cool trash can. Like, I hadn't even thought about that, right? Mm-hmm. And I tell you, it is so fun, because literally everyone that, and I can't wait because my niece is coming into town on Sunday, and I know my brother's going to be like, come look at her trash can. Because it's so fun. It's such a fun point of connection. And so here I am spreading the love of trash cans.
That's awesome. Good to see you singing and dancing.
You shine so bright, you sparkle.